excited because my Emily Edit palettes came and I wanted to share them with you. So I am just starting with kind of eyebrows and base on and thought I would go ahead and use these two for an easy everyday look. I know it's nighttime, but I haven't had time to put my makeup on yet today. So I thought, why not? I'm dying to try this. So I'm just going to adjust this a tiny bit. In case you aren't familiar with these palettes, they're a collaboration between Makeup Revolution and Emily Noel 83, who's a YouTuber who's been on for about 10 years. Fantastic person. I've never met her, but one of my good friends, Jen from Jen Loves Reviews, has, and she's everything in person. She seems like on YouTube, in YouTube land, and she seems like a very ethical, nice, honest person who gives great makeup reviews and has for like 10 years. So anyhow, I have liked her and watched her ever since, gosh, I guess I started watching YouTube videos. She's somebody who I would have let my daughter watch at pretty much any age. So there's not a lot of people I'd say that about. And I've got some people joining. Hi, Marie. If you are watching me for the first time, this is a live video versus one of my edited ones. So if you're watching on replay, I will be talking with my friends throughout. So it's a little bit different than my usual videos, but it's really fun because I love to interact with my community. So let's go and get into it. Let me real quickly just give you an overview of the palettes. They're really affordable. This one is $15 and the big one is only $20. They're at Ulta. And right now, by the way, I put it in the description box, or I will put it if it didn't pop up. With live, it's weird sometimes. Hi, Marie, welcome. She's new here, so I hope you enjoy yourself here. And we've got a lot of really wonderful ladies here, and once in a while, a couple guys. So these are super affordable, and right now, if you order it from Ulta, and I believe they just said that they restocked. I saw something flash across on my emails that they were stocked on these. You get one of the free fire and something palettes. I put it in the description box. If live putting this up worked as it's supposed to be, if not, I'll throw it down there as soon as this is over. You know, you get another palette for free if you spend $20 on Makeup Revolution at Ulta. And somebody said that if you have one of those drugstore coupons that you can use there that don't work on the high end, they work on these. So total deal. I purchased these because I really wanted to try them. I really don't need any more palettes, but I was dying to try this because I really trust her opinion. So this one is called the Wants. So this is, whoop, there goes the little thing. Oh, by the way, this is a bit damaged. When it came, the box was a little bit messed up looking, the big Ulta shipping box. So they're gonna give me a new one. I just have to exchange it. So whoopsies, here you go. This has all the bright, fun colors, plus enough neutrals to do a everyday look if you wanted to. And then what I'm going to start with, we'll probably have a pop of something from that, is the need. So this is what you need, she says, for an everyday look, and I'm having trouble opening it. Whoop, there we go. My nails are really short right now. So in here we've got a contour, a blush, a highlight, and then 6 eyeshadow colors here, and this kindness here, which I believe, yeah, just a matte powder. So let's go ahead. Oh, these are cruelty-free. They've got the little bunny on them. So, but they are not vegan because there's carmine. So in some of the redder colors, there is carmine for sure in the big one. So let's get started. I'm just gonna do what I would normally do. Oh, and I really like, they both have really big mirrors. This whole thing is a mirror. Look what a huge mirror this is. So they are really nice to have. And if this weren't broken, it's the kind that will stay up, which I really appreciate, because what's good is a mirror which just like goes right down, right? If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will answer, unless I'm like looking in the mirror and I miss it. I'm sorry ahead of time. So I'm gonna just start. Let's just kind of do the, let's just finish the face real quickly because it's so close. So I'm just gonna grab a brush here. Sorry if it's a little bit unorganized in here because I just came back from a trip and I have not had a lot of time to unpack. So I'm gonna just start with the contour, and I have not used this at all. All I did was I swiped Gratitude. Oh, the names are super cute. So this is Courage, what I'm gonna go ahead and use right now. I'll just do a teeny bit. Now, contouring can take like 2 seconds, you guys. You don't have to do this total intricate thing. So if we're doing a fast everyday look, we need to go to work, we need to get out the door, boom. We don't need to do our noses and all this stuff. Just a tiny bit up high, at least for me, since I'm in the over 50 group now, I'm 51. I don't want to look too haggard, and if I bring it down too low, you know, and oh, and if you do make a mistake, I just brought this along because sometimes it happens. If you made a mistake, this beauty blender that I used when I did my base has a little residue, and then if you just kind of dab a little, it'll kind of, you know, hide any little mistake you make. So that's always good to bring along and have handy. So now for the blush, it's called Joy. I'm going to go ahead and, 1 second, let me just clean this brush off here for a sec. I'm going to just dab in there. We're also doing this with a minimal amount of brushes so that, you know, we don't have to bring everything with us. I'm just using kind of what I brought with me on my trip. And Lori is 51 also. Hey, yay for the 51 club. Who out there is over 40 that's watching? That's why I started my channel, because most of my friends aren't that into makeup, and I wanted to kind of A, give my opinions on things because I was a little bit older than most people on YouTube, and B, this is a really pretty blush, and B, I don't think there were enough out there. And Marie is 48. Yay! Youngster. All right, so I think that's a really pretty blush. I have put it on rather lightly, and Debbie is 59. Actually, I knew that, Debbie, didn't I? But this blush is gorgeous. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, not that I need more for an everyday look, but just to see and show you guys. Oh yeah, you guys, this really deepens up. Look at that. So I could keep going, but I don't want clown face, but there you go. So if you have a deeper skin tone than me, this should work for you. I'm not sure how deep this will go, but we're going to leave it at this for right now. Now let's go ahead and highlight. I'm going to go ahead and use the Gratitude, and I'll just kind of put in here. Oh, it's kind of powdering up a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's really pretty. So you guys, it's from what I'm seeing, I've got a mirror down here as well as this one. It's got a nice sheen. There's no glitter. Let me just swatch this one for you. So I mean, I think it's got a good shine. So I wouldn't say it's super subtle, but it's not glitter on your face. You could wear this to work and not look weird, or overdone, I guess. I guess wouldn't look weird. I wear a lot more highlight usually. So then a little touch there, put a tiny touch here, because it doesn't have any glitter. It's going to just add a little glow to me. So there we go. I don't usually put it that often, like above my lip, unless I'm trying to take a really dramatic photo or something, because I feel like it can look a little sweaty sometimes. So I'm going to avoid that. So now let's do the eyes. And we'll do the eyeshadow, and then I brought just mascara and eyeliner, so we could kind of, again, have an everyday look. Marie says, I love makeup and skincare. Me too. It's so much fun. I feel like it's an art project every day that I do on myself. You know what I mean? I just love putting on my makeup. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I like to put on my makeup. I just, you know, do it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with, I think let's start with the Honesty. That's a bit of a kind of a pinkish color here. And, you know, you could always use Courage also if you wanted more of a neutral transition. But I'm going to try to see how many of these I can use. And, okay, it's going on nicely. Do any of you guys have this palette yet? See, Debbie says, I'm so glad you're doing this live. I love to hear your first impressions. You always look so beautiful. Aw, thank you. That's so nice of you. Thanks. I appreciate that. I had a late night last night and had to get up very early for a meeting today. So thank God for concealer. Okay, you guys, this is going on very nicely. She did not actually create these shades. I watched her video about this. Oh, and I think it was Marie who said she has the Needs palette. Oh, Wants. Marie has the Wants, which is the bigger one that has the brighter colors in it too. She went through the Makeup Revolution palettes, and you guys, I've never tried Makeup Revolution before, so I came into this with absolutely no opinion. I had no idea what to expect other than that Emily Noel liked them and created this. So what was I saying? Oh, lots of comments. Debbie doesn't have either. Glenda said hers are on the way from Makeup Revolution. Oh, that's great. And Cynthia says, hey, Cynthia. So yeah, so I had no expectation as to what this would be. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Love. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my lid. There we go. Marie said, I've never used their products either. Yeah, I haven't either. And, you know, I'd heard that they had some pretty good stuff. And apparently what Emily did is she went through and she picked, you know, kind of her favorites and came up with these palettes. Lori said, I have to wake up extra early every day to do my makeup. Oh, and Michelle from Cinnamon Girl Beauty says hi. And Marie said, mine came with broken shades. Oh, yeah. See, and my big one came with a broken, this piece of plastic is missing, so my shades were okay. But I can't take this anywhere because this would, you know, do this. Deanna says they build up really well. Yeah, so far these are performing super well. I can't believe that this is a 15 $10 palette that I'm using right here. I mean, it's working really, really well. So I went ahead and I put love there. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put peace. I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna take peace, you guys, which is a little bit of a deeper kind of off-white. I'm gonna put it up here above by my brows. The reason being, for me, I look weird when I have too much light above my eye because of my hooded eye. By the way, Michelle from Cinnamon Girl said her hinge was broken too. I thought it was because the box mine came in was really beat up. I was worried they were all broken, but that's all that there was so far. So you guys, I used that one because I wanted some lightness there, but sometimes the love might be too light. Now I'm going to take just the teeniest smidge of love and go right at my arch, just a little bit there. Where you said we should have went into the store, and Glenda said, I'm so tan, is it natural? Marie, you're right, we should have gone to the store and tested it, but when I called my Ulta, they were out. My tan is actually a mix. Deanna says she's glad she's not alone with a broken hinge. Yeah, me too. We're the hinge sisters now. Okay, this tan, you guys, I was in Alabama, and it was sunny and all that. So I do have a light tan, but this is not. I actually have a video on faking a tan with body makeup. And in it, I talk about the Sally Hansen legs, which you can use all over your body. And the, oh my gosh, Melanie Mills Hollywood. Melanie Mills Hollywood has this fantastic stuff, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but as I'm getting older, I don't turn as pretty as a color, and I'm not laying there tanning myself anyway, okay? But my skin is getting like a pinker tinge to it somehow, and my veins show and all this stuff. And the Sally Hansen has higher coverage. The Melanie Mills, I just am testing the deep bronze. I usually only put this on my legs, but I thought I'm gonna try it on my arms today. So, but it gives a bit of a sheen. The rose gold is really what I usually use, which for my skin color is probably a little bit more, you know, normal looking on me. This is really dark. I mean, looking in the mirror, I think that right now what I'm seeing looks darker on screen than it does in real life. This looks like me when I was young. I used to get a great tan and all that. But if I want to have just a very light, nice coverage, I use the rose gold. The Melanie Mills is a little bit more expensive. Yeah, this looks like a spray tan, right? Maria says it looks pretty. Yeah, I mean, I like the way this looks in real life. I think it's like $30 for a tube. It lasts a really long time. A little bit goes a very long way. The Sally Hansen legs, I think, is like $13.99, and that stuff is amazing. It does not come off unless you are scrubbing it with soap in the shower. Like, I've worn it to something on my legs or arms or whatever, gone to bed, woken up, showered, and because I didn't actually scrub my legs still looked tan the next day. It was kind of cool. I kind of like that. So that stuff is awesome. So that is why I'm looking so tan. A combo of that I actually do have a tan for once in my life because we were out, you know, in the sun and at the beach and stuff. Although I was wearing, you know, 30 and 50 the whole time. So anyway, sorry, back to the makeup. Okay, so far I have faith, peace, and love, and let's mix in some passion. Right? So I'm just going to take a little dabby do of that because this is supposed to be every day. Just because of my little, you know, bit of hooded eye, I'm going to just put a teeny bit. Wow, you guys, this stuff is really pigmented. Wow, I'm just wiping some of this off because I'm going to have like start getting into too dramatic of a look, and we're trying to do every day. But I haven't tried this before. Okay, yeah. So wow, you guys, this really is pigmented. This is really good stuff. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I mean, again, I figured it was going to be good because, you know, Emily chose them, but I didn't know what this brand was like at all. So I'm just going to kind of bring this down a little tiny bit. Let me get a smidge more just here. So we're not crossing too much into evening look. I was trying for every day, but we will tone this down in a second too. What I'm going to do, tone it down a little bit because I'm getting a little bit too schmexy-eyed here. I'm going to just take a little bit of peace and kind of go over it a tiny bit here to soften it up. There we go. And when we're all done, just for fun, like, you know, when I'm totally done, maybe what we can do is go ahead and try to pop on one of the brighter colors out of the big palette and see what that would look like. So, you know, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and tight line real quick. I always tight line. It's my favorite way to line. I use the Laura Mercier tight liner. I don't know of anything else exactly like this. Tanya said, I've had mixed luck with Revolution so far. I'm super curious. Yeah, well, so far these are good. And I'm going to just dip now, let me show you, into a little thing of water I put here. And I just, wet my brush. I have a whole video on this if you care to learn more. And I go in depth really on how I do it. And I'm just going to go ahead and, whoops, this is really pretty easy. Get a little wetter. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And sometimes this is all I do for eyeliner. If I'm using lashes, I'll usually put another liner on top or thicken this up on top. But this gives a really nice look without looking like you really have a lot of eyeliner on if you're trying to be more minimalistic. So you can see the difference between this eye and this eye here. So, it almost looks like I have some mascara on already, and I don't. So now I'll do the next eye here. And I'm using a Wayne Goss brush, but, probably at least half the time I'm using a $3 e.l.f. brush. They're little, it's a little smudger, kind of the same shape. I just happened to have taken this with me, so that's what was in my bag. You guys would be proud of me. I washed my brushes while we were gone. I actually brought cleaner with me because we had a few days where we weren't working from there, and so one of those days I had time and I washed all the brushes I brought. Okay, so there we go. So there I am, tight lined. And if you want to, what's nice about this stuff too is that if I just take a brush right now and kind of like run it over that, I can really smudge it out nice. But we're not going to, because we're doing an everyday look. I'm always, that's the thing. I always say everyday look, and I end up like, oh, now I'm going to be evening looking. So now I'm just going to use the mascara primer, the Sills Booster XL by Lancome. It's this white one, and I've been using this for ages. I forgot to curl my lashes, so maybe I'll do that when they're dry, but I've got pretty straight lashes. It makes a real difference when I curl them. But oh well. So while this is wet, I then immediately go in with my Monsieur Big by Lancome, which is my current favorite mascara, and I'll put that on. Do you guys have favorite mascaras that I haven't tried yet? I like this one a lot. Oh, Tarte Camera Lashes is really good. Tanya said, oh, do I wear fake lashes? Oh, all the time. I mean, most videos I do because they make such a difference in how you look. You know what I mean? I started out with lashes by using the Ardell Babies. These are real lashes. These are my lashes right now. Let's see. Lori likes her Makeup Revolution palette. Yeah, and then I started out with using Babies because they were so good. The Ardell Babies, so easy to put on because they're smaller and they have a really bendy, lash line, and they weren't really hard. And then I just kind of forced myself to try to do them as much as possible and just add an extra 10 minutes, knowing that I would struggle and sometimes have to put one on 4 times. And then over the years, it just got easier. Now I actually prefer the ones that I used to think were so difficult, the ones with the thicker lash band, because I can have more to grab onto. Oh, and I should show you, when I'm done with my mascara, you guys, I'll show you this awesome tool that I think makes it way easier. Tanya says Ardell Babies are good practice, then yeah. Oh, and Marie says I don't know how to put false ones on. Oh, okay. So I can show you guys too, but if you want a great false lash tutorial that's super well done, Stephanie Nicole has a great one. I always say I wish I'd found that when I started wearing false lashes. I used to do lashes sometimes years ago, like in college or whatever, but then I kind of stopped. I mean, I had a job, I had kids, that wasn't just really something I had the opportunity to wear, and it wasn't as in back then. Everyone was trying to look a little bit more, natural, I guess. People just didn't wear them back then that much. Lori said, I never have worn falsies, but my daughter loves them. Oh my gosh, they are super fun. You won't believe what difference it makes in your eyes. I'm helping my sister-in-law with her wedding, for her son's wedding. And Tanya agrees that Stephanie Nicole rocks. So I'm going to be doing her makeup. And so we did a practice run the other night. And then I put them on her Babies, and she was like, oh my God, this looks so good. Glenda said that she wore them every 30 days, and that taught her how to use them. Yeah, that's it. Honestly, it's just practice, you guys. And knowing. Oh, and the one other thing I'd recommend if you're doing them, oh, do I have one in here? Let me look, sorry. Oh, shoot. Okay, I meant to grab them and bring them here. Wait, are they in the drawer? Oh, no. Oh, I thought I kept them in here. Shoot. DHC has these little Q-tips, and they are pre-dipped in olive oil. I know it sounds weird, but it's very thin, purified olive oil. And like if I rubbed it and picked something up, I would not mess up my makeup. And those things are amazing. If you get lash glue, I always used the white lash glue when I started wearing lashes. Now I use the black a lot, but the white lash glue, doesn't even really show up or mess up your makeup. But if you get anything, you mess up your makeup, you get lash glue or something funky, use those and it comes off and it doesn't ruin your makeup. If you wear off a little of your eyeshadow, then just take a little brush or your finger and pop it on top and it works amazingly. Winged liner needs a little, touch up. They work fabulously. And you get 50 of them for like $7.99. I have a video on those too, by the way. I think it's like Japanese hack or something, and there's like a big old Q-tip, and I compare it to like those Almay ones that you're not even supposed to put like in your ear or nose, and I'm like, how am I gonna put up in my eye? So those things are fabulously, they work so well. Yeah, you know what? I had them out to bring some in this room where I film, and I usually have some in here, but I think I used them all. So Michelle said, I missed what you used for your brows. Can you let me know? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the brows, I'm actually, who asked me to do it? Was it Margie? Oh, I forgot. Somebody recently asked me to do a tutorial. Yeah, I am using 2 colors of Lancome pencil that are similar to the ones by Anastasia that roll up, but I like them a little bit better. And hey, Jennifer, good to see you. Jennifer just joined us. So basically, I use the lighter color. I sketch in from here to about my arch. Then I make my tail with the darker one, okay? And then I use either, the Tom Ford is my, it's so easy, works so well, but it's stupid expensive. But the Brow Gal, it's like 20 bucks and it works super well too. And I use that one, either of those. And then, I brush up into the hair where I have, and then I kind of fade into this. It's really fast, it's really easy. I used to sit there forever just like trying to get them right with the brow wiz and all that, and I have that, and I like that for certain things, but I wanted a little bit more natural look. My husband hates it when my brows are too dark. He's like, it looks like you're not really blonde, and you are blonde. And he's like, it looks too fake. So this is kind of what I've settled on, is kind of a happy medium with having pronounced brows without looking like I've got just Instagram brows, right? So which isn't even in anymore. So hey, look, I figured it out just in time. Oh, let me curl my lashes real quickly. I wonder if they're dry enough. I better wait a minute. But in the meantime, now that we have our daytime look, should we pop on color and try some of these out a little bit? Let's see, because I'm dying to try these. So let's see, best way to do this. So this is a beautiful kind of a bronzy color here that I think might be nice. Or there's a purple. Ooh, the Good Vibes. Look at that beautiful reddish color. I'm going to just use different colors on different eyes. And I'll look a little weird after this, but it's okay. I'll just be doing some housework and going to bed. So I'll start, I'm going to do Christmas colors. I will do the Good Vibes. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger. The green one on yellowish on me. Oh, that's interesting to know, because I actually usually like yellow eyeshadow. Sometimes I put it under gold to make it look better. So I'm just going to go ahead and try with my finger here. I'm just curious how that goes on. Oh, that's very pretty. Okay, now let's try brush. I just want to try with the finger for a minute, because sometimes I put on colors when I want a little more deepness with my finger. I'm sure you all do. So now we'll go to Good Vibes with my little Moda brush. Ooh, that's very pretty. Ooh, this is really nice. I was at a restaurant the other day and the girl had on a color just like this. Oh, I really like that. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Nice. Okay, I'm getting, oh, I got fallout though. Beauty blender to the rescue. There you go. That's how I fixed that. Gina said, well, hey there, lady. First impressions, loving my palette. Shared my first, something today. Missed that. Sorry. I like it so far. I think it's really good. I think it's great. I'm going to try the gold here, and then we'll do the green on the other side. Let me get a different brush here. So now we'll try this Top Story. Okay. Okay, it's not going on super pigmented. Let me grab a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, I like that look. Tiny says I use first aid tape to catch fallout and it doesn't mess with my foundation. Oh, that's a good idea. Normally I'll do, if I'm doing a look with a lot of glittery stuff, I'll do my foundation last, but Jennifer said I like them so far too. Yay, yeah, this is great. Now, just for the fun of it, I'm going to try now with my other finger to put Top Story on just to see how, like, oh, you guys, it gets really metallic if you use your finger. Glenda says, don't you just love the names of the shadows? Yes. You know what, you guys, let me read these to you because they're really good. They are, I'm trying to blind you with this. Tony says, I was desperate, lol, I found it and it worked. The Cream, Hobby, Prayer, Grateful, Good Vibes, Side Hustle. Jennifer says, I use Top Story on Tuesday and it has been my favorite so far. And, oh, someone said that they love the color story. Someone loves the palette. The pressing with the finger really brings out the shine. Love that. Yeah, it really does. I mean, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This reminds me kind of the look I do a lot of times with modern Renaissance, but different. You know what I mean? And I really like that look. And then Midwest, Dues Paid, Eve Rose, Belle Violet, Capricorn, Pi Phi, Oh Heavens. And I love how she explains why she named all these. You guys have to watch her video if you haven't. Love Tons, Pizzazz, Family, Top Story, Apartment, Cupcake, Laugh Cry. Oh, I saw the funniest thing. It said, a cupcake is a muffin who believed in a dream. Is that cute? That was on Esther the Wonder Pig on Instagram. If you don't follow that account, it's so cute. Cheer, Heartbeat. Ooh, that Heartbeat would go great with good vibes. Corduroy and Dark and Early. Oh, those are such good names. Let's see. All right, so now on the other side, we shall try the green. Let me just wipe off my brush. Or what do you guys think? The purple or the greens? What do you guys think? We'll do a little vote for a minute here. Let's see what people say. Because it's just too hard to choose. There's so many of them. You know, I want to see something if there's overlap with this other palette on the eyeshadow colors. Honesty, Hope, Passion, no. Okay, so I just wanted to check because Faith was looking a little bit like Dues Paid, but they're different. Okay, purples and green, purple. Okay, so we have a little bit more on the purple, but I know we'll put green underneath. That'll be cool. I'm getting tangled up with this lab mic. Okay, so for the green, I will go with the lighter green, Grateful, in the inner area. Oh, more purples. Okay, purple and green. Oh, okay, I'll mix purple and green. That's a good idea. Whoever, I think 2 people just said that. Okay, so that's going on very light. I see what you mean. It's got more of a yellow tone to it. It's like a, that's really pretty, but not what it looked like. Huh. Yeah, I'm in the wants right now. Let's see if I use my finger. So it goes on like a much more of a light green than it looks in the pan, but I really like this color. I don't think I have a color like that. That's really awesome. Look at that, you guys. I'm staring weirdly at the camera. Okay, fun. All right, now let's go ahead and try the purple. Let me just get a brush here. Gina says, I think the whole world bought them. Yeah, you know what? Because she's so awesome and she's been around so long and doing such a good job with her channel. I'm going to mix Family and Pizzazz just to get a little bit purpley look here. So that turned out really subtle. I'm going to just try Pizzazz with my finger now. There we go. And I'm going to mix some Heartbeat. Oh, you guys, these are really, you know what's nice? That you can mix these up like this so well. I'm getting a similar look to my other eye, just in different colors. That's kind of funny. Deanna says, people want to support good people who put out a good product. Yes, I totally agree. And it's so affordable, right? I mean, you know, a lot of people can buy this. It's not like she came out with some $zillion palette. Now, just to try more stuff out for the fun of it, because we can, I'm going to just, for the heck of it, take a little bit of Laugh Cry. I'm going to go to lighter color because I look terrible if I have too much going on in my lower. Okay. Ooh, what a pretty color. That's really kind of cool. It's not one I would usually think to put under my eye, but I just wanted to use it. Isn't it fun to be able to experiment? A little bit of concealer. I've got a little line there under my eye. That's really kind of cool. Huh. Glinda says, it makes me respect Revolution more and buy their products. I agree. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have necessarily bought one of theirs unless there's something that really, I was super, I don't know, it just was like, wow, that's so neat and new and unique. Otherwise, I probably never would have tried them. And now I'm totally open to because I think it's a good price and a good product. And I trust them, yeah, because of the whole Emily thing. Let's see. I'm going to curl my eyelashes real quick because I didn't. Because I want to show you what a difference it'll make. Oh, shoot. I don't like this curler I've got. Hold on. Let me see if my other one's in here. Like I said, I haven't unpacked for my trip. We got home. We're home for about 12 hours and had to go again for 4 days. Tanya says, Sophie, I like to buy Revolution, but the Wants looks fun. Yeah, the Wants is fun. I mean, the needs and the Wants are both great, but yeah, the Wants is super fun. So, because I just think that my eyelashes are so much more open. Like, look at the difference. Bye, Michelle. I'm going to end in a sec, you guys. I know it's getting late. And for those of you who are on the East Coast versus the left coast, but I mean, just curling your eyelashes can make you look like you have such longer lashes. My eyelash color is a little dirty, so there. I took a minute to disengage. So there we go. So I think that was an easy everyday look, and we were done a long time ago. It was a quick and easy actually until we started getting creative, right? Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and thanks for hanging out. It's so nice to see you all again. Life is calming down a little bit more, so I'll be able to do more live videos and start showing more stuff. Oh, you guys, I have, by the way, my FabFitFun. I have the latest Allure that I got. I've got the latest BoxyCharm, and I've got the latest Ipsy. So maybe tomorrow we can do all that. So, just a good night. Bye, you guys. Mwah.